Samu, relativamente ao papel que tem dentro de campo, na frente de ataque, que dificuldades espera encontrar da defesa do Nice y qué jogo espera encontrar?
Bueno, buenas tardes lo primero. Sí, sabemos que va a ser un juego muy difícil. Hemos estado analizando al rival y sabemos que es un rival que bueno, que los duelos son fuertes físicamente y bueno, pero yo creo que estamos preparados para jugar cada partido que esté dentro del mismo partido y bueno, eso es la verdad que veo al equipo confiante y con muchas ganas.
Obrigada. Farielli, you know the Nice very well. You were their coach a few years ago, and for that reason I ask you what type of game is going to be needed of your players to win this match?
Yeah, so as Samu said, we analyzed them and we gave them the respect that they deserve because it's a really good team, coached by one of the best French coaches in the last decade, a coach that had a fantastic period in Lens with the promotion, almost winning the league against Paris Saint-Germain. He did a great job. Last season brought the team to the qualification of the Champions League, and this season, of course, if we go in the short term, we could see maybe a moment of difficulties, but it's a moment, it's not the team in difficulties, it's just a moment that in football can happen. The game of tomorrow is going to be a game very physical, for sure. A team that defend in every moment, man-to-man, so a lot of duels, a lot of possible transition from one side to the other, and this is the game that we are expecting because this is the style that they play against all the opponent in Europe and in the league. So definitely an open match with two teams that they want to win the game.
Sport TV.
Viva Francesco, boa tarde. The setback Nice had against Marseille, the defeat where they tried to be a tough opposition, they tried to share the ball and they did it, but they didn't split the result and the domination of the game. May make Nice more cautious to face Porto, or will they face Porto as they face Marseille? Because it's quite hard to know how Nice will be against Porto because they have already played with a lower block, with a higher block defensively playing this season.
No, the team is going to play the same because this is the style of play that they have, both the coach and as well the club as a culture. So it's an aggressive team. So I expect a strong match and a strong approach, high pressure from both sides. So this is what we are expecting. The result of last day, if you watch the score, of course, it's an heavy one. If you go deep in the analyze, the reality that the first half they could have scored 2-3 goals because they had great opportunities to be back in the game. And after, of course, we need to give. In that case, they played against a top team. So it's normal that when you concede some opportunities, you could play the price. But I don't think that a defeat will change their style or their beliefs.
RTP.
Samu, olá. João Pedro Silva, RTP. Olhando para a equipa do Nice, uma equipa que não tem nenhum ponto somado, na teoria o Porto é favorito para este jogo, ou não?
Bueno, eso de favoritos son cosas de la prensa. Cuando entras en campo siempre es 50-50 y bueno, nosotros vamos a hacer nuestro partido, da igual los puntos que tengan. Ellos también saben que están en un momento difícil y al final van a venir a Dragão con la máxima de la confianza a sacar un buen resultado.
Francesco Farioli, it's good for you, the returns of Froholt and at the same time Bednarek.
Yeah, of course, it's good to have the players back. The last 10 days has been really positive because apart of Nuan, we recover Luke and Vitor and as well Jan. So it's really important for the game of tomorrow, important for the level of the training session, and important for the group to keep moving forward with everybody involved and everybody ready to help.
Ricardo?
Boa tarde. Boa tarde, vou começar pelo Samu. Samu, como é que
como é que o Samu vê e encara esta nova concorrência? Chamo-lhe nova porque o Dennis Gould claramente está num patamar acima do ano passado e tem também o Luke de Jong, um jogador experiente, com características diferentes das suas. Como é que encara esta nova concorrência da temporada, na sua perspectiva, não na perspectiva da qualidade dos jogadores, que acho que é reconhecida por todos?
Bueno, al final yo creo que esa competencia es buena, no solo para mí, sino para el equipo. Bien, que haya grandes opciones en el ataque y bueno, al final, como te has dicho, ha venido un jugador que tiene mucha experiencia, que tanto yo como Denis podemos aprender mucho de él y bueno, sobre todo muy feliz porque esté de vuelta con nosotros porque puede tener un papel muy importante.
Good afternoon, Mr. Fariol. This is your second season with both domestic and the international matches to do in Ajax and FC Porto, both on Europa League. And Europa League, you are like a feeling that you could the style of play, in this case in FC Porto, in this international matches, or at this level you need to make some adjustments on the way of style of Porto. Or not, and this it has to be done an opponent like Nice.
No, so when we speak about the identity or what you want to see on the pitch, the type of behaviors that for us really matter. In reality, we want to do the same things against all the opponent. After there are games in the league and in Europe or in the domestic cups where sometimes the game goes and you need to change, because at the end it's not just what you want to do but also what the opponent is going to propose as a game plan. And I think one of the main characteristics that the team needs to have is the capability to adapt to the scenarios, to read the moments of the game. So it's not really adapt the style, but it's adapt according to the moments of the game. I think is the key. Read, understand where is the superiority, if there is a superiority, and if it's not the superiority, what to do. So all these type of micro situation that at the end are going to create the bigger picture of how the game is going to be played. And for me, the main characteristic is this one, and this is what definitely we need to bring in the game of tomorrow. That will be, in my opinion, a game decided by moments of the game, by the capacity to control the transitions, to have again a clear approach about the different phases and manage as much as possible, and when it's not possible to manage, to fight against one team that will come here to fight with us with everything that they have.
Boa tarde. Primeiro para o Samu. O Samu ainda não marcou nesta Liga Europa. Na temporada passada fez 6 golos. Que análise é que faz a sua temporada europeia até agora? E se com Nice, uma equipa que ainda não tem pontos, será uma boa oportunidade para começar a marcar?
Bueno, sí, es verdad que todavía no me he estrenado en esta edición, pero bueno, si al final no marco, pero el equipo gana, al final estoy contento. Es al final que vivo de los goles, pero bueno, estoy tranquilo y a darlo todo en cada partido como intento hacer siempre.
Hey, I don't know if you've been following the under. Portugal is in the final, plays the final tomorrow against Austria, and FC Porto has 5 players in that final. Martin Chelmic, Bernardo Schmid, Duarte Cunha. How do you feel about their performances so far, and the possibility of them becoming world champions tomorrow?
No, of course, tomorrow will be a great opportunity for them to live, first of all, an incredible experience, and hopefully to celebrate a very important title. I think it's really remarkable for Porto to have 5 players there, and 4 of them that are quite stable in the lineup. So we are following their progression. We are, of course, 2 of them already trained with us a few times with the first team. So that's really something that makes us happy. We follow them when they are here, but we are following them and we are supporting them also now that they are going to play the final in Qatar.
Olá, Samu. Em primeiro lugar, perguntava-lhe acerca do seu momento mais recente, já não marca alguns jogos. Eu pergunto-lhe se isso lhe entra na cabeça com algum tipo de pressão adicional para este jogo ou se vem motivado depois também de ter jogado pela seleção espanhola e agora no regresso ao clube. Obrigado.
Bueno, verdad que al final yo como delantero, si no meto gol, pues fico un poco más triste, pero bueno, al final lo importante para mí es que el equipo gane, como lo está haciendo muy bien en todas las competiciones y bueno, siempre que entro en el campo es una motivación para hacerlo bien. Al final, primero, lo más importante para mí es hacer las cosas bien y después eso te acerca al gol y bueno, estoy tranquilo y sé que tarde o temprano me tiene que llegar.
Mister, in the last game, in the end of the last game, you said that playing with Mora and Vega at the same time is a possibility to consider. My question is if you consider it for this game, and if not, why?
No, the possibility is there. Was there before the last match. It was something that I had in mind since the beginning, honestly. After is to find the momentum, to find the right moment, the right type of game. After, as Samu said, at the end the most important is the team to compete and the team to be competitive to win football matches. I think here, just to connect with what Samu just finished to say, and about the spirit that is inside of the dressing room and the real feeling that the team is ahead of everybody. Samu got 2 yellow cards to celebrate 2 goals of one of Luke and one of Dennis. And one time I almost fight with him because he was really over excited. So this one is the spirit that we need to have without yellow card, but this is the spirit that we need to have. And I think Samu is a great example of this one, of the sacrifice for the team to try to help with different demands. We ask a lot to our forward players to put a lot of pressure, to be intense, to be really demanding, to help the team when it's the moment to defend even a bit lower. So what he's doing and what Gabri and Rodrigo are doing are really nice pictures of where the team is. If I close the eyes, I have in mind from the last 2-3 matches at least 3-4 moments where both Rodrigo and Gabri, they made 50 meters back of sprint to recover a ball that was lost. So if we want to go forward with a certain rhythm, this is what we need. And I think the message is very clear. The team ahead of everything.
SIC. Boa tarde, com Miguel Torrão para SIC e SIC Notícias. I know we're still in November, but if we look to January, we have 2 games of the Europa League, we have the Cup and the Cup League. This is a challenge for you and for your team. Do you think about it?
I think this is the challenge of all the coaches and all the players of big teams, because when you play that much, now in the next 18 weeks, we have on paper the possibility to play 30 to 32 matches if we do our job well and we qualify for the next stages. So it means to play every 3 days, to maneuver the calendar and the training session in order to be able to recover and to perform well. That's why in this moment became even more important what I used to call like the invisible training, that is things that are not on the pitch but are around the pitch. So how we sleep, how we recover from the training and the games, the time that you can spend in the meetings to prepare the matches. So all these things at the end will make the difference. That's why I'm really glad for the behavior of the team, for the level of professionalism that starting from the captain to all the other players they are having so far, because as I say, there are not many secrets to try to get closer to the success. And for me, the key word is to work more than the if it's possible, better than the others, but at least for sure to try to put there the standard at the highest possible.
Fechamos com a bola.
Olá, Mister. João Rebolo. Ask you about the last match with Marseille of this. Marseille had five big chances and they scored 5 goals. So you see that this is defensively weaker, or it was only a bad day?
If you go, I appreciate your analysis that goes deeper than the results, and I think says a lot about the qualities of Marseille to convert the opportunities and to maximize every single moment that they had. For me, the game, as I told you, the results is a bit unfair because the game was different. At least the first half was much more balanced after Marseille deserved to win, but definitely because our focus is not to comment the previous game, but is to analyze Nice. Is a team that they already had like big results as well this season, and is a team that in any moment, both for the organization, both for the individual qualities of many players that are there, they can change the momentum in any moment. So as I said, we need to be really careful, approach well with a lot of respect, with a lot of desire to give to our supporter a special night in Dragao, but this one goes with the hard work and the mentality that we will put tomorrow on the pitch.
Obrigado a todos, bom trabalho.
Sim, tudo contado desta conferência de imprensa antes